Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode of my Effortless style series. So as you guys know, I'm actually really proud of my Scandinavian roots. As you know, I live in Denmark, so I am Danish. I have a German father though, but I feel 100% Danish. Plus I'm pretty bad at German too, so there's just no place on this earth I feel more at home and more safe as when I am in Denmark. So in today's video, I thought I wanted to share 5 tips on how to achieve that very Scandi chic style in terms of fashion that I love so much, but that I also know that you guys really love. Now, I don't claim to be an expert in Scandinavian dressing, even though you can draw some of the same elements between especially some of the Scandinavian style icons. They are all different at the same time. As you'll learn later on in this video as well, you can take elements from these style icons and this way of dressing and implementing it into your own way of dressing and building your own wardrobe, but stay true to your own style at the same time. So first of all, let's talk style icons. You guys know that I love to turn to other cool women when I have to look for inspiration for new outfits, especially putting together outfits with things that I already have in my wardrobe. So if you've been following me for a while, you probably already know that I have my Steal Her Style series, which is all about that, about digging into the style of some of my favorite icons and also you guys' favorite icons. You guys', is that even a word? But I have a couple of women on my list when it comes to that very Scandi chic style, and they'll probably also be very inspiring to you guys. So first of all, there's the Danish model called Freja Weber. She also has a very inspiring Instagram. I'm pretty sure she has a blog as well, but I'm actually not sure. I just know that there's a lot of pictures of her on Pinterest, and I've pinned many of her cool outfits myself. She's like a typical Danish blonde girl with effortless, cool style. Then there's the influencer and entrepreneur Pernille Theisbæk, who's also got that very down-to-earth Copenhagen effortless style. She's actually also written a book called Dress Scandinavian, which I haven't read myself. I haven't had a look inside it at all, so I'm not really sure what it's about, but I'm pretty sure it's about how to dress Scandinavian. But I think it might be interesting for you guys to have a look into that book. Maybe I'll even purchase it myself. If I do, I'll let you know what I think about it, especially since I love this way of dressing. So Pernille has this very classic way of dressing, but at the same time she does mix in a lot of personality and also some more quirky and trendier elements. Then of course there's the... Then of course there's the Swedish Elin Kling, and she's been one of my favorites for years. I actually think she started out as a fashion blogger. Please correct me if I'm wrong. She's been inspiring for years anyway, and she's very well known for her great style. She also has a fashion brand called Totem, and it's worth to have a look at as well. It's really inspiring. They have a very inspiring Instagram, and they just make very classic and good quality pieces. So Totem is definitely a great source of inspiration for that very Scandi chic style as well. Lastly, I really like the Swedish blogger Victoria Törnegren. I've been following her for years, and I really like her very classic and minimal style. So I think both Elin and Victoria are great sources of inspiration when it comes to this very clean and classic minimal style. And speaking of minimalism, dressing Scandi chic is really about channeling your inner minimalist. To me, minimalism is not just a style preference, and it doesn't have to mean this very monochrome style. Of course, it is that too, but it's also about investing in longer lasting items and going for very well-dressed and classic pieces. So you can kind of say it's a general mindset, not only when it comes to fashion, but your whole entire life actually. It's very much this slow living kind of mindset. So like I said, quality above quantity is definitely one of the first mindsets that you have to work on, or at least teach yourself to think about. So that leads me to getting your basics sorted, and I speak about this all the time. You're probably sick about me repeating that, but it's just so important. I've already shared my own basic wardrobe a million times. I'll pop in a picture right here, and I'll also link my guides both in a video version and a blog post version down below for you guys. But basically, like the name refers to, a basic wardrobe is the core of your entire wardrobe. And that will just make it a lot easier for you to get dressed in the morning and really achieve that very effortless way of dressing. So my own favorite brands within this area, quality above quantity, and also something that is rather timeless and classic, is not necessarily unachievably expensive designer brands, but they are in a higher price level than, for example, conventional H&M and other high street brands. I'd much rather splurge on items like that, because then I just know that I'll love wearing them over and over again, and they'll keep looking nice even after 100 times of wear. So I like to go for long-lasting basics, preferably from sustainable and ethical brands, because that's something that means a lot to me as well. So among my favorites is Everlane, of course. You guys know that I love that brand, which is actually American, but they're just nailing that Scandi chic, very classic style. And then there's a new brand called Arcade that I really like too. It is a new and more sustainable and ethical brand within the H&M group. And then of course there's brand like CHIOCES. They're not particularly known for their sustainability, but they just make timeless, long-lasting pieces, and I can't stress enough how much I think that sustainability is also about investing in pieces that you can wear for a long time. So to me, sustainable style is diverse, and it's about teaching yourself that mindset that what you have in your wardrobe is not something that's just disposable. When it comes to hair and makeup, it's about keeping things as simple and natural as possible. I also mentioned this in the previous episode of my Effortless style series. So a good tinted moisturizer with SPF and maybe a brow gel, a bit of mascara and some blush, then you're good to go. So channel your inner minimalist, slow things down and keep things simple. Stop striving for unnatural perfection, just be chill, you know? So my favorite way of creating contrast is by mixing something well-dressed, something tailored, with something a bit more edgy, like a pair of rugged jeans, and then something sporty sometimes, like a pair of logo sneakers or a logo sweatshirt. Then I also really like adding something feminine. And then I know that many of, especially the Scandinavian style icons, love to mix in something a bit more personal and a bit more quirky. So that's really something to think about as well. Personally, I love the look of a blazer, plain white t-shirt, a pair of high-waist light wash denims, and then a pair of sneakers, for example. That's just a great look. I also really love my new white leg pants with a pair of sneakers and then a striped top, or again a white t-shirt and a blazer. So I constantly try to throw in some of these contrasts to get that really Scandi chic vibe going on. And again, like I said, you don't have to keep everything monochrome and basic. Of course, that's really important to achieve this kind of style as well. But if you want, you can throw in some more quirkier elements as well, like a pair of really big statement earrings, or some fun shoes, or something to kind of break up that very basic look. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like it's just very Scandi chic to pull your hair back and put it in a low bun. I do it myself on days where I just can't be bothered putting or doing something to my hair, or it's really greasy or something like that. I really like that kind of sleek low bun where I tuck my hair behind my ears and make it look a bit more neat. And then I just add some volume on the top of my head up here. But I also really like a more messy bun where I kind of leave some hair hanging down my face like this. But usually I end up tucking the hair behind my ears anyway at the end of the day because it's driving me crazy to have hair hanging down like this. But yeah, nonetheless, it's a look that I really love, especially with a pair of golden hoops or statement earrings of some kind. That's just right up my alley. So my final tip or step in how to dress Scandi chic is to add some personality. Not only when it comes to adding quirkier elements that you really love and that makes your style really personal, but also in terms of doing what works for you. We can all be very inspired by Pinterest and social media and find a lot of outfits that we really like, but the important thing is that it works for you in your everyday life. So that's actually the first step when you have to build your basic wardrobe and find your own style, is to kind of ask yourself, what does my life look like right now? What kind of everyday life do I have? What do I do in the weekends? And then kind of evolve your style around that, because we don't want to have a lot of clothes hanging in our wardrobe that is only suitable for pictures or for special occasions. We want to be well dressed in our everyday life. But if we just go back to the quirkiness you can add to your outfits to make it more personal, I know that I'm not particularly known for having a quirky style. I have a pretty basic style. I do have some ways of making my style a bit more personal, I think. So for me, I really like to find unique vintage finds. That's one of the ways that I add a bit more personality to my own outfits. But like I said earlier, it could also be adding a pair of quirky shoes or quirkier jewelry, but it could also be adding a pair of fun shoes or something in a bright color or something that resembles your own true style and personality. So yeah, that was my 5 tips on how to achieve a Scandi chic style. If you have more tips you'd like to share with me, please share them down below. Before you leave, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram because I upload daily outfit inspiration over there. And then give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so you won't miss out on any of my newest videos. If you click the notification bell, it doesn't mean that you get disturbed all the time. It basically just means that I will show up in your start feed so you won't miss out on any of my videos. So please make sure you click that notification bell. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.